Okay, Rosie, let's see how you've done. £16.08. Okay, mistake number 1. On your calculator, that would have read 16.8. 16.8 means £16.80. Okay, so you've written that wrong from your calculator. 26.28 is correct, £10.32 is correct, and you then correctly added up your bill there. So you're going to get 3 marks out of 4 for that particular question. 5%, you should be able to work out 5% without too many problems. 5% as a decimal would be the same as 5 pence written in pounds, which would be 0.05. You then multiply that by your answer, and the value that you get is what the discount is. 33.75, 16.25 is good, 40 and 60 is good. 920 less 280 is 640 grams. That's good too. So we've got 3, 6, 9, 11 marks on that first page. Right, now you haven't counted enough squares. You need to count every square that is more than half covered, and there are more squares there than 35. Okay, so that's a bit too low. We've got a range, okay, that's acceptable, but 35 is not acceptable enough. But then you've correctly multiplied it by 5, and that will correctly give you the estimate for your number of squares. So of those 3 marks, you are going to lose the number of squares, but then gain the 2 marks for that method. This is good. That is a diameter, that is a tangent, that is a pentagon, this is a cylinder, and this is known as a triangular prism. So you get your 1 mark for that, your 2 marks for that. So for that page overall you have got 5. If you haven't got a ruler, Rosie, you need to get one. Alright, watch what I've done on the video clip for the perpendicular, and you know, that's easy marks you've thrown away there. This is correct, this one isn't. So this time you have to go opposite through your number machine. So you have the 121 and you've got to do the opposite of timesing by 5. Okay, it's different. This time you're trying to find the position and given the value. Okay, you can't just switch those around. Watch what I've done on the video clip and hopefully it will make sense to you. So you get 2 marks on that page. This is something that you should be able to do fairly quickly, fairly easily. Basically, you need to estimate the height of the man, say 6 foot, 2 meters, 1.8 meters, whatever, and then see how many times his height will fit into that width of the lorry. The coordinates are good. Now you've done absolutely the right thing there. You've put a cross where the mark is, and then you've written the letter A next to it. You need to be doing the same for these as well. Okay, I'll give you the marks this time, but next time you lose a mark if you don't put a cross to clearly show where the coordinate is. With this one, you've done the hard work, but you've forgotten to include day 1 with the 37. So it's 5 days of £18.50 plus the original day to make 6 days altogether. So you're going to lose a mark here, I'm afraid. Your method is fine, but you've forgotten to include day 1. So 3, 6 on that page. Okay, so these are wrong. You are raising these to a power every time. Watch how I explain that on the video. There are practice questions, algebra in context, on my website on the foundation topics. Okay, none of those are right, I'm afraid. This, which you've crossed out, is right. Why have you crossed it out? When you go backwards, if you're multiplying to turn pounds into dollars, then to go the other way, you're going to do the opposite of multiplying, which is dividing. So you're going to take this 363 and you're going to divide it by the exchange rate rather than multiply. Okay, here, averages, A, B and C, you should be able to do really easily. This part 2 here is more complicated, which is why it's worth 3 marks. Watch what I do in the video, but certainly the first 3 bits of that you should be able to do pretty easily. Only 2 marks on that page. Nothing on that page. I'm pretty sure there are things on that page you could do, Rosie. And it is getting harder now, but there are some things on there you should be at least be able to attempt. 7 marks for this question on utility bills. Make sure you can do those questions. Practice, practice, practice. Take a look at the website. And 0 there. Okay, so overall, Rosie, you've got 11, 16, 18, 24, 26. 26 on that paper out of 100 is a grade G. Now, I'm not convinced you gave all those questions your best attempt. There's marks there that you've gone wrong that you can easily put right, but the last 3 or 4 pages you didn't attempt anything. I think you need to be setting aside a bit more time so that you can give those questions a good attempt.